Come into the room, family. Come into the room. Welcome. I am the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Welcome, family. Come into the room. I see y'all already getting started. Come on in, fam. We're going to do our customary greetings. Glad to see that everybody's here. This means a lot to me, and I wanted you to know that. See, can I get this thing over? There you go. I want y'all to know that. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're prompt. First person in the room tonight was Betty Bob's. Good evening, H-Town. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. Yeah, I enjoyed the days off. Everything's a holiday for me. Now, Betty Bob says, good evening, family. Hope all of you have had a great weekend. I wish the same. Then we have Coasty into the room. Give me a second here, family. Once I check that sound, I'd like to take the headsets off, and I don't want, be doing that while we actually engaged here. So Coasty says, good evening, H-Town and family. Welcome, Coasty. Coasty said, hi, Betty. And then we have MG Smith. H-Town, good evening and family. I hope you weren't affected by the flooding. Sad and tragic. Yes, indeed. Was not. That's more up to the northwest. That's kind of, I would say, around between the Austin area, the Round Rock area, kind of. I'm not real clear, but I know it's by the Guadalupe River. It's kind of in the middle of Texas. I think it's but around Austin, above San Antonio. So I've been up in that area, and tragedy of the young lady campers. I heard, many of them lost their lives, and that's really, our prayers and thoughts go up to them. Didn't know what was going on because what I heard, and they saying that they canceled the National Weather Agency, one of them. I don't know. That's not a good thing. Betty Bob says, hello, Coasty, MG Smith. That did happen. Coasty said, hi, MG Smith. So our prayers is with all the people that have lost up there, lost things, lost lives. We pray for them. We pray for, because we've experienced several tragedies down here in the Houston area, and we know how horrific it can be, especially if you're not prepared. We were usually informed that something was coming. Kevin Cobar Sr. says, good evening, veteran warriors. Yes, indeed. Glad to have our brother back. We missed you on the last live stream. We're glad that you're here. MG Smith says, hello, Betty Bobs and Coasty. Hope all is well. Then we got Coasty saying, good. Hi, Kevin. Then we have Charleston Zimmerman say, hi, family, shipmate Betty Bob's H-Town. Doing nozzle examples, I see. Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes, indeed. We see our brother finally came through, Thomas. He was always on there. He'd be engaged in the chat. We're glad that you're here, Thomas. I asked him to join the live. He was interacting with me in the chat. On the in the chat room on the channel, and I appreciate. Coasty says, hi, Charleston. And Betty Bob says, hello, Charleston Zimmerman, shipmate. So everybody show love to Thomas Rootledge. I want to say Rootledge. Let me know how it's pronounced. You can break down the syllables. Glad to have you here. You accepted the invite, and we're glad you're here. You may have been here before. Let us know. Charleston says, hi, Coasty, MG Smith, Kevin Cobart Sr. Oh, boy, a whole bunch of. So we're just going to kind of go through the little highs. and catch the major chat because I'm falling behind. Everybody's engaged. Y'all be praying because not good. I heard they plan on getting rid of FEMA. Anybody heard that? Alaska Night said hello, everyone. So if you come into the room, we're going to show love to you. Sorry about that. All right. And then Brother Kevin Kobarsi said, good evening, H-Town Vet. Yeah, I asked about you last time. Was concerned. Make sure I didn't miss anything somebody said to me. Because when I see the ad, I don't. If you put at somebody, I'm gonna do my best not to click on that. Betty Bops, the same problem with low blood pressure. Okay, they're talking about something. All right, family. We got the family in here. We got a major boomer in here tonight. Is there a boomer in the house? I think there's a major boomer in the house. Betty says same problem. Okay. Betty Bob say, thank you for asking. Just migraines are bad. Prayers to you, sister. Good to be here first time. Everybody show Thomas some love here, Thomas R, because real, good statements, encouraging words on the channel and the videos. We're so glad that you're here. We're going to tell you a little bit about the channel, the way we do things here. We are in an active channel. This is about you. Now and us and the information that we put out, the support, the respect. And we'll go more into that in a second. Now, Major Boomer says, good evening, H-Town and family. I hope everything is going well. Major Boomer, one of the first people following me. Everybody's speaking to him. So we getting around that. All right. Now let's get into it, family. We're so glad to be here to go over the topic that we're going to be going over for tonight. So, family, y'all can continue to greet each other. While you're doing that, do us a favor. Smash that like button. We're going to check the channel, see how many likes we got. Smash that like button. Really good, family. We got 11 people watching and we got 11 likes. We had 10. Now we going up to 12. Y'all keep smashing that like button, fam. Smash that like button because that boosts the algorithm and we are really getting close. I want to say to you, we are really getting close to our target goal. And that target goal is 2,000 subscribers. Right now we're at 1,000. Let me see. Can I get it? Okay. We're at 1,947. 1,947. We're moving pretty quick, family. We have about, what is that? How many we need to get to 2,000 if we got 1,947? Somebody put it in the chat for us. Thank you so much. So we need 53 more subscribers. Hey, when we do that, we're gonna come live. So we glad that our sister giving us update because we're gonna see what's going on here. We want to check in. Hold on, what I do here. So a little bit about our channel. So brother Kevin also says 53 to confirm it. Now our sister Alaskan Ice is coming up with some information about the situation going on. So we need that. President Trump said the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, should be eliminated and that states should take on more responsibility for responding to and preparing for extreme weather, and other disasters. That would mean big changes for millions of Americans who rely on FEMA for hurricane, wildfires, tornadoes, floods, and other weather disaster every year, especially the states on the Gulf Coast like us, Alaskanites, and other people that may experience things in almost every state, the insurance here is horrendous. Have you ever heard of a $23,000 deductible and you've never filed for your insurance in about 15, 20 years? You ever heard of that? Insurance companies are leaving like they did Florida and Texas. They're leaving here. So I know how rough it's going to be on the people that's experiencing this tragedy that's happened, this disaster. And we pray for them. And I don't see that happening. I think that would cause riots in the streets or some type of, when I say riots, I'm talking about protests. Not nobody physical, but who knows? Now, Alaskanites says the cost of weather disaster in the U.S. has skyrocketed in the last decade. What nobody wants to say, remember they said there was no such thing as climate change. Everybody's quiet now. As the climate changes causes more intense weather and population growth in areas that are high risk for hurricanes. 1990s, our population was 5 billion on the earth. Now we're up to 8.5 or 8 billion. Come on, fam. Now, Alaskanites say wildfires and other destructive events. FEMA currently works with states to prepare for disaster, providing on-the-ground help during emergencies and pay out millions of dollars for repairs. Yes, they've helped me, I must say. Kevin Colbert Sr. said, H-Town, I was out of town looking at homes. Okay. All right, I'm glad hey, praise God. Now, we just want to make sure you was all right, bro. Letting you know you were missed. Charleston say, evening, Alaskanites. He just wants to do away because President Carter executive order created FEMA in 1979. I didn't know that. Most cause of 3 Mile Island nuclear meltdown. I remember that. I thank you. See, this is why I let you know, for those of you that are new to the channel, that we interact, we inform each other. There's no one specific expert. We are the experts. We are the one that engage with each other and encourage each other. That's why we don't have time for trolls or people that are looking to try to make themselves some big shot. This ain't the place for it. Trolls and whatever type of what are you doing? This ain't the place. Some of the people that start off with us won't end with us. Okay, I understand that. But the mission must go on. He said the major change. Let me finish what he said. I need to finish reading that. Listen, when will FEMA be eliminated? President Trump said the agency would be eliminated as soon as December 2025. Speaking in the Oval Office in June, he said that major changes to FEMA would come after the Atlantic hurricane season ends in November. A lot of people don't know that hurricane season, especially down here, it goes all the way to almost Christmas. You remember Hurricane Katrina happened in September? I had just moved in my house, 2005. Wasn't that an introduction? Would come after the Atlantic hurricane season, November. Yes, indeed. Now, right now, and I'm glad we're being studious about this. You're coming into the room. If this is benefiting you, you need to smash that like button. Because one of my things is this here. People want to learn from the information that we put together and the interaction that we have. But you don't want to support. You can support by subscribing. You can support by to interact in the chat. You gotta be subscribed for at least 5 days. But you can hit that like button. Don't be selfish. Now, so MG Smith says, so proud to have Alaskan Ice bring us so much accurate information. Oh man, I'm telling you, she bringing the accurate information, and this has made my life easier because we got our sister Betty Boss bringing the law. So you know, this you speaking nothing but facts, MG Smith. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. So here at our H-Town Vet, for those that are watching, you may not you may not be chatting, but I want you to know if you're new to the channel, and if you are chatting, for those that are new, this channel is an interactive channel. It's meant to be informative first. All right, respectful, transparent, protective, and troll-free. So when we say protective, it ain't gonna go good. If you have any other hidden intentions to disrupt the channel, ego, you do ruses. You know what a ruse is, right? Somebody, they don't come straight out to do the slick stuff. They do something on the side to try to have a domino effect. I'm paying attention to all that too. I want you to know that. But I work in threes. I let you cut up 3 or 4 times. So when I have to correct it, ain't nothing you can say. All right. And if you're undermining the channel, we're going to get you up out the paint because we want to keep this type of interaction that we have here. So this may not be for everybody. All right. Now we have Charleston says President Carter was a Navy nuclear engineering officer. President Trump jealous. Hold on. What branch did President Trump was in? What branch he was in? Now, Mike G says, hello all. Everybody show love to Mike G. Now, MG Smith, for those of you new to the channel, here we are. This is our mission statement. So understand we're interactive. So that's an important part. But by being interactive, it can lead to trolls wanting to come in. And we we're protective and respectful here. So letting you know, MG Smith says, right on, Charleston, real talk. Now they showing love to MG Smith. Betty Bops is, Charleston is. And they talking to each other now, family. This is the structure. Uh-oh. Now, why you going in on the president? I'd like something about the president. This man losing his mind now. I ain't gonna say I don't like nothing, but God dog. Man, how you gonna cut off? They went too far with the Doge. He talking about deporting Elon Musk now. Now, Dennis Sitter says he was a draft dodger. No, he had shin splints. He said he had shin splints. That's why he couldn't go to Vietnam. Now, MG Smith, y'all believe him? That shin splint thing? Says hello to our Mike G. Thank you for being here. Thomas said, look at Thomas just getting in there and he's greeting too. And they saying evening, everybody speaking. Now, fam, let us continue here. And we don't play gotcha here. Now, we're doing this for a reason. We do this for a reason. People watch this live and record it. So, you're going to bring everything to your remembrance because you're going to be held to this and I'm going to be held to it. You understand? Yeah, finally got you, H-Town. I knew that. I knew you was wrong on that. Well, I never purport to be right about everything. Even the topic tonight, there's some things I don't know. That's why I have you here, family. Now, our regular scheduled live streams are on Sundays, which is tonight, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. All right? Say another used car salesman. I hear you. Now, there are also impromptu live streams that we have, unscheduled live streams that may occur at any time. A lot of times we do them on Tuesdays, but they may be any day of the week. Keep your notifications clicked on. or keep looking for a live stream because we might do it anytime. We got Gary in here. See, we're building up y'all don't understand what we doing here. You know, and some of you y'all gotta understand this is the reason I talk the way I do. Let me explain something to you once we get through here. Betty Bob said we got 14 likes and 13 watching. Family, have you noticed when I cleared out the confusion, more people are coming, more people are supportive, because some people like to just be entertained. And we're not going to make this all entertainment and drama. Now, every once in a while, I might have to fold a troll up. And I'm going to be honest with you. If they got something they want to debate and they feel strongly about it, I got no problem. We don't close you down here, but we're going to have decorum. You're going to show some respect. Because if I come to your house, I don't kick my feet up on your coffee table. Now, Gary says, listen to what Gary Walker says. What's good, H-Town and everyone? You can get a profile for shin splints. Oh, he said that was no excuse not to go in. Huh? That's like a shaving profile, huh? I think he had went to court to keep from going over there. You know, he wanted to dedicate. Coach to say hi, Gary. And let's be honest, you know, the president, I got respect for the office. I'm not going to lie and say I don't. But, you know, he can take things personal sometimes. You know, you don't want to get on his bad side. I just thought it a matter of time because, you know, Elon Musk had a big ego. And, you know, you ever saw The Apprentice? Yeah, he got a big ego. And so does the president. So ain't nobody getting in his way. That's why I say, Charleston, if you ever meet him, Charleston Zimmerman, all you do is salute the president and thank him for being around. Okay, everybody's speaking. Now, family, and we saying that because we're concerned about the people up in, northwest of us right now, near the Guadalupe River in Texas. We're very concerned because people, they don't have a full count of how many people. There's several missing and some have lost their lives. Now, contact information, if you'd like to contact us. You might want to share information with us. That's our email address is htownvetnorthside@gmail.com, same as our handle for the YouTube channel. And we have our donation information, PayPal and Cash App. I had a hiccup, sorry. Now, family, let's continue. Now, we welcome everybody here. This is a consistent thing you're going to see. Yet, you know, a lot of people say, well, he's easy going. We're going to test the waters. You can come test the waters. That's cool. But you might embarrass yourself if you're cutting up, because we have people, we've been in there and we've been respecting each other. And even if somebody have to correct me on, I got no problem with it. My grandmother used to say it's a way to do anything. You understand? Now, we honor everybody, welcome, and we honor every branch of the military, whether that be Army, Navy, Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Now, listen to what our brother said. He said, question, H-Town. Is the mail intake, Jacksonville, Wisconsin, same place, online intake information? I don't know. Anybody know that? Let them know. Look at his question. We'll get to that a little later if nobody has an answer now. I don't know right now. Now, listen. So Alaska Knight says February 2025, Trump administration takes back $80 million in FEMA money from New York bank accounts, city alleges. Wow. Highway robbery, my Lord. I didn't know they had done that. Okay, now, listen. But see what happened, you got to understand, when they was giving a lot of these undocumented money, he feel like if they can pillage, he can pillage too. So, you know, and however, maybe he may be going to a higher level than they did or less, but now everybody acting a fool. Now, Alaskan, I say, Mayor Eric Adams confirms in a tweet the government clawed back $80 million, my Lord, which he said was awarded by FEMA under the Biden administration. Oh, they took the money that they had back. I didn't know that. But paid out last week, adding the city is conducting an internal investigation into how the grant money was pulled, with the city's law department is exploring various litigation options. There's a lot of litigation going on right now from what I hear, dealing with, what's going on. A lot of things are being shook up. Let me see that. Okay. Now, family, we salute you regardless of your branch of service. Just you being here, we thank you. Why? Because we don't rank veterans here, whether you are special forces, regular military, combat, non-combat soldier, military officer, enlisted, female veteran, male veteran, or however you identify, you all good here. Veteran supporters, non-veterans, and civilians are welcome also. We interact with you because this is an interactive channel. And you've seen we've done that in the past. Several people that I know from my community, come over here, and they're not even veterans, but they support me, and I appreciate them. Young Investor came, last live stream, Black Ambrosia, Lioness came, and I thank them, because, and I appreciate those that do that. Now, let us continue. How's the weather where you at? And when I say weather, flooding, snow, rain, extreme heat, hail, anything that's going on, or if it's just cool, let us, it's all right. No type of weather. And in addition, let us know what the temperature is where you at. Right now, while I'm here outside of Houston, it's 82 degrees in Richmond, Texas. Let us know your temperature. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Smash that like button. I'm keeping up. Let us know how we're looking. Fam, let us know. Now we're going to get ready to get on topic, but go ahead and we're going to finish up the temperature. We do this because we want to keep things going. We don't want to have a dry interaction with one another. So we're going to be asking questions, because that's what H-Town do. H-Town vet will ask more questions than a jealous woman. Where you going? When you going to be back? Why you got lipstick on your collar? I say she the one saw the lipstick, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as confused as she is. I don't mean to get messy, family. Now, listen. Charleston said up there in Pennsylvania, 87 degrees, humid in sunny Pennsylvania. Wow. Man, that's a high degrees. MG Smith say, let us know. Shout out where you at, if you don't mind. MG Smith says 87 degrees, mostly sunny, Cooksville, Tennessee. I understand. Then we got Coasty says sunny, 84 degrees and humid. All right. Family, y'all keep on doing that. I'm going to go ahead and get into it for today. And thank y'all for being here. We're about 30 minutes in. Let's get into it. Let's get on topic. And the topic for today is, are online and AI technology the most effective tools when submitting VA claims? Let's talk about it. Now, what you have is the old way of doing things, something I'm more familiar with because I haven't filed a claim in almost 15 years. Maybe 11 or 12. I don't remember how long ago it was. But family, I'm going to get the degrees on here right quick. So we're talking about technology and taking advantage of that. So let's get, everybody's giving their degrees. Our sister, she's in the same area as me. I ain't trying to dry snitch. Alaska nights at 85 degrees. Okay. Feels like 92. Tell them about Texas that it could say it's 85, but it might, like I said, it'll feel like 92. You could be under a tree. The humidity is a beast. Thomas says that it is 29 degrees in East Texas. No 92. Wow. What? Wow. Betty Bob says is up there in Maryland is 86 degrees humid. It was sunny. Now it's overcast. It's been raining off and on over here. Kevin say it can be depending on how you use it. Okay. Now, Gary says 92 degrees, but feels like 102. Humidity, Madison, Alabama. Need I say more? We down here in the South. Then our brother says, Kevin Cobar Sr. said 91 degrees, feels like 98 in Memphis, Tennessee. Now let's get back to the information. We're talking about this technology, using online and AI technologies. Are they the most effective tools when submitting VA claims? We're going to want you to hold your answer now. So the old way is just doing it by paper, mailing it in, submitting it in person. We're going to talk about this tonight. And we want to thank our sister Alaska Nights for inspiring this, because she told us a lot, and a few other people. I'm trying to remember the other people that told me about the blue button, D-Law. Now, so fixed mindset will, as things change, as you see everything's changing. Also, do apologize. Let me get my face back up there. Our things are changing in the way that the VA processes claims. We need to have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. One thing that has helped me on this channel is the fact that y'all helping me to have more of a growth mindset, adapting to the changes that the VA make when it comes to processing claims, when it comes to interacting with them about my benefits, so we can get things done in a more efficient manner. So try to have a growth mindset. It's hard because I'm setting my ways out. Now, that means many of the things that I learned information from were actually books. The CFR manual, the manual, and also the regulation and code law book and other documents. Then they start putting a lot of that on laptops and computers. So then I start getting information from that. Now they can change the game again. Now they're changing the games again. Let me ask y'all this here. When you file your first claim, did you do it online? Did you do it in person, paper, let's say online, paper, or you did it using AI? So what was your first claim? Let us know. Was it paper? All right, I'm putting it in there. Online, or use AI, artificial intelligence. Let us know. What was the first? Let us know. Was it online? Was it paper, in person? Did you mail it? Let us know your first claim. Let us know. Did you do it? Okay. Let us know. We got. Kevin said his was online. Betty Bob say paper. It was 1995. Mine was paper. I don't know how I filed that first one. I don't know who I submitted it to. I think directly to the VA. Yeah, I went straight up, and they had people at the VA that would help you. So-called, it got denied. On the phone with a VSO doing the COVID. Okay, I didn't know that. Interesting. You can file one over the phone? I did mine on paper in person. Now, MG Smith say paper in person. Kevin said online. What year was that, Kevin? What year was it? Y'all let us know the year if you remember. Then Thomas says paper at hospital, because did they have some VA representatives there, or VSOs, veteran service officers, that help you? Charleston say first claim 2019 allowed VSO to file online. Okay. Now, what year was that? What was the first? I should have asked y'all to get in. Now, Coasty say paper and mail in. Okay. Now, Gary said paper 2006. Then we got MG. Kevin Cobar Senior say online 2023, and Alaska Nights 2022. Now, see, that's the old way you did it. Now, follow me on what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna put this on a banner, so y'all be patient with me. I want to put this on a banner, so I'm gonna add a banner. Now, what we're going to ask you here, okay, fam, and we appreciate, if you want to share, that's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. But this one, we want to know, all right, how did you file your last claim and what year was it? So we've already answered the one where you told how you filed your first claim. We want to see if you're using a different type of technology now. You understand what we got going on here? So, but let me go before I get to that. Okay, before I get to that, let me go here. Betty Bob say 1995 paper. The doctor did it at the Philadelphia VA hospital. Okay, and then and MG Smith says first in paper. Now tell me the last one that you filed. How did you file it? I filed my last one through a VSO. I want to say 2012. I think about 2012. No, 2013. So my last one was a VSO. So they did it, I guess, electronically. I don't know if 2012, 2013. So y'all forgive me, fam. How did you do your last one? Let us know. How did you file your? I got the question up there. How did you file your last claim, and what year? It might be recent. My last one was by VSO in 2013, and then we got MG Smith says VSO 2023, Alaskan Ice online and through Quick Submit 2024. You starting to see the technology starting to evolve. We're starting to using it more, and we're going to get into this thing here. Charleston says current claim 2025 filing paper mail in. You are acting like a dinosaur. You and I are going to have to get it. We got to move forward. I still want to go in there. Okay, so with Coasty 2024, lawyer did it 2024, and my brother got his TDIU, his 100% permanent total TDIU. Now, I don't promote no law firms here, but my friend of mine just got his through that. What's that? Woods and Woods. They helped them out, so I'm assuming that they do. I think they got him to like 70%, and still working on another one at the same time. So they haven't finished the whole claim, and it's been less than a year. And it depends on your claim, but I that was good. So Kevin say supplemental high level review appeal by lawyer 2025. Come on, fam, let us know. Betty Bob says, I'm wishing you the best on that, Kevin. And we still supporting you, my brother, because I know how it feels being in that situation. When you filing these claims and you trying to get that 100%. It seemed like it's a long time, but when I went back and looked, it wasn't not as long as I thought. Now, Betty say 2019 online with a CMP effed up exam. It happened. I messed them up too. Now, Dennis Sitter says VSO 2023. VSO 6/2025. He talking about right now. So our brother Kevin ain't the only one that's active right now. Who has an active claim? Put in the chat active claim if you got an active claim right now. If you have an active claim right now that you put active claim to, that's after you put everything. Dennis Sitter says VSO 2023, VSO2. Man, listen to this. And then he got it. He said 2000. Thomas said 2026. He went to the future. VSO quick submission. Charles say shipmate Betty Bobs. What form number is the effed up claim? Okay, I got. He said I got service connected for SMCK. Everybody show support and love for our brother Kevin. You got active. What is it for? Is it for mental health, PTSD, leg, ankle? Let us know. Brother Dennis Sitter says he has an active claim. Anybody got a claim that's deferred? Anybody has a claim that is deferred, meaning they deferred your claim. They may approve some of it, but then they deferred. They still working on the other. They either need more evidence or it was easier for them to approve the other claims and they need to do more work on the other one. Now, Kevin Cobart Sr. says, from a high level review, and the rest was a difference of opinion. Remember, we talked about that difference of opinion. Everybody show love to our brother Kevin for getting that. We praying and that he go. You ain't gonna stop. We ain't stop worrying you till you get that 100%. Thomas says active claim, supplemental, and new claim VSO 2025. Betty Bob say Kevin Cobart, congratulations. Kevin say, listen to this here. SMCK ED secondary to mental health. Yes. Come on, bro. Now, ladies, you can file for that too. Now, y'all know that I don't know if y'all know, y'all can file too, not just the men. MG Smith say, congratulations, Kevin. Alaskan Ice was, when you put ad on there, I'm not gonna say nothing, that's y'all private. Coasty say, congratulations, Kevin. So, Kevin say defer for mental health. Now, follow this. They gave him the special monthly compensation. They didn't give it to him. He earned it. But they deferred the mental health. All right? That could mean that they're trying to figure some things out, whether he should get an increase or not. That could mean that they're calculating his back pay. That means other people are looking over to make sure the decision is correct. It could be several things. Kevin says, appreciate it. You're welcome, brother. Thomas says, congratulations, Kevin Cobart Sr. Now, y'all see how we work here? Huh? Come on now. Let me see here. Let me go to my banners. I'm going to take that down. Let us continue, fam. Now, the VA claims process. We've talked about it. We're saying this is an important part of getting benefits, protecting your benefits. So there are three things we do here at the H-Town Vet. We do things that first of all, help you get your benefits. So telling you about the claim process, what you may qualify, making sure you got the proper documentation, the proper discharge, whether that be honorable or general under honorable conditions, and how to upgrade discharges. Then knowing how to file for the benefits that you qualify for, collect your evidence and things like that. These are all part of the claim process. We go from start to finish on the claims process, fam. We don't play here. We don't babble. H-Town Vet may have a Southern voice, but we're going to bring you the scholarship and information that you need to succeed. You understand? With a little Southern twang on it. You understand? Now, Kevin Colbart Sr., I got my medical health records for my health, for my mental health, sent it to my lawyer and my Social Security lawyer also. So he's working with two lawyers at one time. Fam, who's ever worked? What's the most lawyers that you've worked with at one time? I'm going to have to put 0 because I've never worked with a lawyer for my VA compensation or Social Security. So what's the most lawyers that you've worked with at one time? Kevin is 2. Kevin say, my lawyer sent it to the VA last week. Man, that's a lot of pressure, bro. When you're working with 2 different lawyers at the same time. So you just be strong. Don't let stuff stress you out, because that's a lot. MG Smith say no lawyers. If you never used a lawyer before, put 0 in there. If you had, or you can just tell me how many lawyers you've used. It don't have to be at one time. Coasty say use 1 lawyer. Okay. Dennis say no lawyers when it comes to the VA claims process. Family, we interact here because we teaching other people that don't know. And H-Town knows it. Thomas say 0. Then we got Brother Charleston. Let me come up here. He say 1 lawyer for Social Security disability denied. These secrets, Brother Charleston, is killing us. I didn't know you used a lawyer. These secrets are killing us, brother. I got some too, I guess. Betty Bob say 0. I told you this was about you at this channel. We can talk about you and us and stay on topic. What Mystical say? We can boil shrimp and cuss. We ain't gonna do no cussing. We're gonna be on our best Christian behavior. Alaskan Ice say she was 1. Let me ask you this here. Now, come on. Don't get in trouble with your lawyer if you currently got 1, but I need to know the truth. If you're going forward, after this all over with, or if you've already used lawyer, would you ever use a lawyer again? Put a Y for yes, or you just put yes, no, or maybe. I don't know, because I never used one. Would you ever use a lawyer again? Or if you've never used one like myself, would you use one in the future? I say maybe. Yes, no, or maybe. Let us know. Kevin says, I had my CE exam, that's for Social Security, Friday, and it was quick for my Social Security. Okay. All right. Now, if you have underage children, or to a certain age, you should be able to get benefits for them and your spouse, I think, brother. I hate lawyers. Oh, did you have to put it like that? Wow. Betty Bob say, Brother Charleston, like the women told me, who hurt you? Who hurt you? I'm messing with you, but I'm skeptical. Now, Betty Bob says 15 likes and 16 watching. Family, y'all keep smashing that like button. We thank you, everybody. You ought to show some love to our sister Betty Bob for keeping it straight over here. Show some love to our sister, always on her job. She got like several jobs here. She's like a handy woman. She can repair everything, huh? She can cook, bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. Did you hear me? You remember that commercial? Now, Kevin say, yes, indeed. See, we have to encourage each other because this becomes a stressful process and we have things we trying to take care of. I was going for my 100% and I'm in the middle of a life crisis at the time. At the time, I'm going through a divorce. I got to make sure I take care of my daughter. I got to make sure I take care of house, a $800 car note, a $2,000 house note. Did y'all hear what I said? Huh? Did you hear what I said? All that was going on. Huh? Because these houses are slick. You know what they do? The first year, they didn't charge much taxes. Then when people started building houses, they jacked them up, talking about it was an overage, and I owe $7,000, $8,000 in taxes. That's how they try to get you to lose your house. That's why you always keep money to the side. So Alaska Knight say maybe she would. So Kevin Kobarstein said he would use a lawyer again. Alaska Knight say maybe I would. Coasty said yes, he'd use a lawyer again. This is helping people that are watching this live and recorded, family. Y'all are doing an incredible job. I told you this is interactive. Betty Bob said, I would not. I hear too many heartaches. But you hearing some good stories here. Maybe. I forget what IDK stands for. Somebody tell me what IDK. Now listen to Charleston. When hell freezes over, Charleston, who hurt you more than once? You got burned by a lawyer. And I don't trivialize your pain, brother, but God dog, what happened, man? If one day, if you want to tell us, let us know. God, he had a bad experience. You must have had an incompetent lawyer. MG Smith say, Betty Bob, salute. Betty Bob, everybody show love to Betty Bob. Betty Bob's keep this thing going. Y'all don't understand. She keeps my mind right, and I thank her for that. Y'all don't know. Y'all support me so much to me. So Betty Bob said, I don't know. That means I don't know. So he said, I don't know. So Thomas iffy. I don't know. I don't know either. Maybe. And the MG Smith said, Betty Bob salute. And Betty Bob say, thank you. And then Thomas say, Betty Bob, give her a hand. Then Betty Bob say, Charleston, I wonder when you were going to tell the truth, shipmate. He really, oh Lord. I don't know. Listen what our brother say. 4 times burned by 4 different lawyers. That's the wrap there. I'll tell you what I don't like about lawyers. Alaska Knight says she don't know. Oh, that's what that means. I don't know. She was telling me, thank y'all for letting me know. What I don't like is they'll be real energetic in the beginning, and once they got your case, some of them slow down and it's hard to get in contact with them. Who's had hard time getting in contact with a lawyer once they got the initial signing for you to be part of them, but you can never get to the lawyer or the representative? It's like they was dodging you when you needed updates. Let us know. Who's that ever happened to you? Let us know. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever had a lawyer or law firm dodge you when they supposed to be representing you. For anything, but in particular claims. I have. This happened more than once. Now, so he's not the only one that had bad experience with law firms, but I understand. Now, let's talk about this VA claims process, fam. Oh, I'm supposed to hit that. Okay. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, and then Charleston says 1 times 4. So Kevin has had good experiences. Kevin Kobarstein says 0. I hear you batting 100. Okay. Some of us, we just been burned. Now listen to what our sister Alaska Knight says. Long-term hired lawyers I had already gotten my Social Security disability as a dependent on my own, but long term wanted me to have my Social Security disability so they could deduct the money that they owe me from monthly from it. Wow. So they doing some slick stuff. So the claims process, we talking about the claims process. H-Town Vet come in with what I have. How many steps is it? 9 steps. Focus on what you're filing. Get the evidence that supports your claim. Find a VA law that backs it up. Submit your claim. You need to know what you're looking for. You're trying to get a diagnosis, a nexus, or are you trying to get measure of severity level, or all three? Then you go to the exam and make sure we got a video on the do's and don'ts of exams. Then the updates. We also has a video about the update. How we're going to show one of those forms tonight. How you can ask for an update. Never sit around for months and not knowing what the VA doing on your claim. Documentation. Then if you get a denial, we tell you how to appeal your options. We got several videos with that. And finally getting your claim approved. So we're talking about what role technology plays in this process. Remember, service connection, let me say this again, service connection based on in-service event, okay? So we're not talking about events that were presumptive. But well, now that could be presumptive, depends. But right now we're talking about evidence-based claims, so not presumptive. So require a current diagnosis of a condition to be in claim. I should have corrected that. Now understand something. You can get a CMP exam without a diagnosis, but the VA can deny you, saying you don't have enough evidence to even go to the CMP exam because you don't even have a diagnosis. So I try to get the diagnosis first. If you can't get it from your VA doctor, try an outside doctor or somebody that specializes in that field that might not even be a doctor to give you a diagnosis. Then there needs to be a clear link between the condition and your military service. So, you can do this through the evidence or nexus level letter, or sometimes the VA will just say this happened in your service, but they still deny you. You know why they'll do that? Because they need to see the current severity level of your condition, that how it's affecting you now, or if it's even active. Huh? Come on now. Now, Kevin Cobart Sr. say, I call once a week to check on my claim and put something in writing at least once every month or two. Now, and we'll show you how to do that because you want something in writing. Now, Betty Bob says, I'm glad. Let me pull myself up so we can see. She said, this is what Betty Bob says. I'm glad I didn't pay that lawyer in New York for my mom's place. He wanted me to lie and say, here was 25, here place was $25,000 so he could get a big cut. Mom only paid Co-op City in the Bronx 1995. She paid only $10,000. Yeah, you don't want to get caught up in there. So you can meet some shiesty people. Now, one day we're gonna have to do something when we getting representative things we need to do to protect ourselves from lawyers, VSOs, and anybody that's claim consultants. We're gonna have to go back over that again. Betty Bob says we do have a video on it now, several videos, but we're gonna go back and get an update. So Betty Bob say the paperwork was in court, so you could not lie how much it was. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, Gary says tips. Keep your VA contemporary knowledge based up even when using a lawyer. So what he's saying is, and you need to know what's going on with the VA right now, your contemporary knowledge. You need to know about EGB chat. You need to know about how to file using the blue button, right? We're going to talk about those things tonight. Now, Charles, and thanks Sister Alaskan Ice for telling us about the blue button. Charleston says Ship made Betty Bob's good call as contempt in New York is a felony. Wow. Yeah, the lawyer gonna try to put you up the river. And he may not get no time saying you did it on your own or you gave him the wrong information. Remember, family, the last thing you do after you got a diagnosis, you connected the condition to your military service, say that you were a paratrooper and you injured your ankle. So you have either personnel records or medical records that show that incident. Then they need a measure of severity, the last thing. All right. An in-service event that supports current severity level. You have to have how it is affecting you now. So once you have the evidence backed up by law, your claim's supposed to get approved, but we know how the VA works. You keep pushing that until you get what you're supposed to get. Now, the traditional ways, and we talked about it, was in person or by mail. I don't prefer mail. Some people saying it's been effective, but I've done in person because I like getting a stamped copy. That way, nothing goes wrong. Remember, they did online, and they had thousands of cases that people lost their back pay day because they didn't get the file. They didn't get the claim. They say lost them. But as long as you get something to print out showing that you, from what y'all telling me, you get a printout showing that you submit the claim, you should be okay. I'm still going to get a stamped copy. But some of you live long distances and you can't afford to do that. 3 to 7 hours, some people. Now, listen, Kevin said, I just filed for aid and attendance. Okay. We wish you the best on that, brother. So the VA ways usually is online. You can file a claim in person or by mail. Let us know which way you, well, we talked about that. No, we already talked about that. I'm sorry, I asked that question. I read it. I prefer stamp copy because I've seen so much bad out. Now that stamp copy, because I've seen the VA say, you know what? I've seen them close a claim on a veteran, and I said, I hope you have a stamped copy of what happened. Took him a while to find it. He found it in, a few hours. Went up there and said, y'all got to open the claim. And we was able to put pressure on them. That was on like a Thursday. That Monday, they had a CMP exam. They switched the game real quick. Now, let us continue. Now, like we say, sometime it can be by mail. If you've ever done it by mail, let us know if you've ever mailed in a claim. Put the mail emoji or put mail itself. Now, here we go. We're going to talk about it tonight. Like I say, we give special respect to our sister Alaskan Ice for informing me about this, and others who told me more information about it, because I didn't know. Months ago, it was almost a year, I think, they told me about the blue button download. So she's done it by anybody ever submitted a claim by mail. Let us know. Now, blue button, it's a feature in My Healthy Vet. Okay? So you can get pharmacy. I've done My Healthy Vet, but I haven't done blue button. Done pharmacy, appointments. I've done that there. Messages, and I have never done health records. And they say, thank you so much, Alaskan Ice. Talk to Brother Charleston. And they talking about that business. I'm going to keep that up right now. So you can get medical records there and different things, right? They say you can even do claims. We're going to talk about it. Fam, can we talk about it? Yes, indeed. You can get labs and tests. Whoever got lab results from My Healthy Vet. If you've gotten lab results or in tests, or any kind of test you've done, put labs in the chat. All right, labs. If you ever done labs, you got it. Whoever set the appointment, put APP in the chat. If you've ever got an appointment set up through, I got to put that. I never got labs, but if you ever done appointments, put APPT in the chat. I have done set up appointments. I think I did it, or got my appointments off of there. So done appointments, okay. And Kevin say labs, okay. Dennis say he's seen his lab results on there. Family, so some of the veteran family, the H-Town family, is actually using these technologies. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Remember we talked about their problems list. All right. Now, let's see what Kevin say secure message. Coasty say labs. Then Betty Bob says labs even for my private surgeon for the oral surgery in December 2024. Prayers with you, my sister. Gary says, I've used the mail, used U.S. Post Office, signature confirm, and tracking. There you go. Make them somebody sign for it. And that's how you do it. Make you. Thomas says labs, appointments, and messages. Wow. Betty says you can download your labs, give to your private doctor. Wow. Now, that's a good idea. And use it. You can use this information in claims. I used it to check on claims. Now, for those of you that don't know what we have on the screen now, and for some reason look like it's a little blurry on my end, I do apologize. It's the problems list. Oh, that is my glasses. The problems list. A problems list is a list of everything that you're diagnosed with at the VA hospital. It's the list of the conditions that you have a diagnosis for. That don't mean that you're service connected for all of them. And if there's some conditions that you are service connected for at the VBA, with the Veterans Benefit Administration, you need to make sure that they're on your problems list over at the VHA, the Veterans Healthcare Administration. You go to Records and Release and get a copy of your problems list. If you have a copy of your problems list, put PL for problems list in the chat. If you have a copy of your problems list that shows everything that you're diagnosed with at the VA hospital, and put the last time you got an update. Oh, I ain't got no updating what? Long time. You ain't got to put the date. Problems list. So Alaska Nights has her problems list. Who is this the first time you ever heard of a problems list? Dallas Marquez say he has a copy of his problems list. Huh, fam? Some of you didn't know. And H-Town Vet broke it down because somebody passed the game to me, so I passed it on to y'all. And let us know if the first time you heard about a problems list was on this channel. Put a HT for H-Town. Once you get problems list, Dallas Marquez, MG Smith. If the first time you heard about the problems list of diagnosis for all your conditions was on this channel, put HT in capital letters for H-Town. Or you can put H-Town channel, HTC H-Town channel. Because I want to know that we help you. If first time you heard, put H-Town channel, if the first time you heard about a problems list. Now, you say, evening, Dallas Marquez, okay. Then Betty Bob says, how do you get the problems list I heard you talk about months ago? You go to Records Release. I got a picture of it right there. Go to Records and Release of medical records, and you go and get a copy. This is such a powerful thing. Some of these things that you're diagnosed with. So if the first time you heard about it here, do what Betty Bob say, H-Town. Put H-Town at the first, or H-Town Vet channel. First time you heard about it, let us know. Because we want to know if somebody learned the first time here. And then Thomas say, First time heard about it tonight, H-Town. Let me tell you how important it is. Some of the things that you're diagnosed with, they might be connected to your service and you can file a claim on them. Isn't that simple? Because you already got a diagnosis. Huh? Come on now. And you can file an intent to file while you get everything together. Did y'all hear that? Thomas said the first time tonight. We trying to get the information out to you. Dallas Marquez say, I first heard it from my state VSO who was helping me with my claims. Now I'm trying to remember who told me. It might have been a VSO. And you can get this off of all these things I'm showing you. You can get off of the blue button, okay? Have you ever got your Alaska Nights? Did you get your oh, she already saying she's quick. So she learning from H-Town, Betty Bob's. Now listen, Coastie said, H-Town, who do I see to have service-connected disability added to the problems list? You need take a copy of your award letter. I'm thinking patient advocate. Would that be a good idea? You could take it to medical records, but I think you need to get with a patient advocate because you need these things diagnosed at the VA. So when the VA look to see that your service-connected disabilities are there, you need them to be there so that they can see that you're continually seeking treatment. You understand? So think about it. If you're diagnosed with PTSD, but the VA hospital, if you're diagnosed with the PTSD from the regional office, which is the VBA, the Veteran Benefit Administration, but that's not on your problems list over at the Veterans Healthcare Administration, the VHA, they're going to say you're not seeking treatment for your mental health because you're not diagnosed with it. You may be getting treatment, but you want an official diagnosis over there. Go to your patient advocate, go to records and release and take a copy of your award letter showing what you're diagnosed with and saying, this is not on my problems list. How do we fix this? Go to records and releases. They may say, go to your doctor and you can take it to your doctor to try to get that resolved too. Come on, family, this is good questions. Aren't we going through it tonight? Aren't we dealing with it tonight? Now, Alaska Night says, when you download your medical records to Blue Button, the problems list and your medications are on the top. Come on now. So y'all need to do a cross-reference. You need to make sure that everything that's on your problems list that you feel is service-connected, you file a claim for with the proper evidence. All right, or you just do the intent to file until you get the evidence, and everything that you are service connected for at the VA regional office, you better make sure that the VA hospital, the VA healthcare system has all of those conditions that you're service connected for on your problems list. Family, where else you gonna hear that? You ain't heard that nowhere else because I just thought about it today. I'm not gonna lie, I just thought about it today. The back and forth. I always knew the one way to go with it. But I say, you know what? You better more. I would lie and say I was a genius. I just thought about it. You know what? There's some things that you have diagnosed on your that you diagnosed and you getting service connected for that may not be. Now, because one of y'all asked me. That's why I figured it out, because y'all asked me. Betty Bob says, H-Town, is that the long number or ICD-10 numbers? I don't know. Those are some kind of codes that they use at the hospital for those conditions. I don't know if those internal numbers, I've never did really figure it out. Now, Betty Bob say, I downloaded my medical records in February 2025, Alaska Nights, the first time you told me. So you have to tell her twice. Alaska Nights say doctors can add things to your problems list. So if you go to your doctor, say, hey, doc, I'm diagnosed. Here's my award letter. And they most likely gonna have a copy of your documentation, but this is not on and I need to get treatment for this condition. So how can I get it? I want to make sure that I'm diagnosed with it here at the hospital properly so that I can get the proper treatment for it. Come on now. Because if you ain't diagnosed, if it's not on your problems list, you may not be getting the proper treatment for it at the VA hospital because it's not on your problems list. You may, but it's a good chance you are not. Now listen, family, are we talking here? Now listen, he say, Charleston Zimmerman says, H-Town, that's true. My primary care doctor told me 2 years ago my CMP and award letter is not in my VA medical file. Family, we might have to do a live stream on this, and y'all gonna have to go check now. You got to do your due diligence, and you got to make sure. And I may have to make sure. Let me see. I got to put my problems list up when I get a chance. I think I checked. No, I need to get an up-to-date one because I got some other conditions added. Yeah, H-Town something else. He got issues. Now listen. See, family, how we keeping each other sharp. You see how we making this thing work. Medications. Get a list of your medications while you there. You go to that desk when you going to your doctor, you want to list all your medications and the side effects. Sometimes you file a claim for the side effects. Did you know that? That's where erectile dysfunction comes. And loss of use of creative organ for male and female. That's what that is, you know. You need to know all your medications and why. What are you taking them for? And please don't ask me that question. About 5 people ask me, what if I go in there and tell them I'm not taking the medicine? Well, just tell them to go and take your benefits from you, if that's what you want to do. I don't know, you know, if you want to do an unforced error, that's on you. That's Captain Obvious right there. If you want to give them up, just tell them, hey, just take my benefits. Sometimes you just need to take your medicine and know when to stop talking. Stop volunteering stuff that's not related or beneficial to what you're doing. When you go to a mechanic, you go there for the mechanic to tell you, for you to tell the mechanic what's wrong with your car. Do you go to the mechanic saying, you know what? My tires are good. My engine may be bad, but guess what? My seats are perfect. This is not how it works. Betty Bob said we got 17 likes and 18 watching, fam. Did you hear me? Fam, we in here tonight. Now, Brother Charleston Zimmerman says, H-Town got issues. Problem child, Betty Bob. You understand? Was I? Huh, they couldn't prove it. Asking me who ate the cookies. I don't know who ate the cookies. Now, we got Alaska Knight say, also ask them to problems list that you are being treated. I guess to add to the problem that you are being treated for, even though you are not service connected for them, it may help you in the future. So you need to let them know that you're being treated. So anything that you have from outside doctors, did you hear me? So not just things you're service connected for. Let's say you have some other diagnoses that are not on your problems list at the VA. They're on your private medical records or private physician. You need to take those documents and can you submit them, Alaska Nights, on the blue button from your outside doctor, or do you need to take them in person? How do you submit private medical records to the VA hospital or the VA healthcare system? Let us know, brothers and sisters. Now, we got 18 likes and 16 watching. Family, y'all doing it up, and I appreciate you. Medications. Now, listen, this is very important. I don't think that a lot of people realize, and it's not their fault, how important that if you get admitted into the VA hospital, how much weight that has on a pending VA claim. If you are admitted into a mental health facility, you are admitted into an emergency room because you have an injury that's service connected, like a heart condition, high blood pressure. That's on the DBQ. It's on there, and if they don't say nothing, you need to say it. They supposed to ask you in the CMP exam. Who in here have ever been asked? Have you ever been in an emergency room? When you went to a CMP exam, have you ever been asked? Give me yes or no. Have you ever been asked? Have you ever been to the emergency room? They ask when you get your evaluation. Okay, either yes, no, or never. That's good. I have been asked that almost every time I go in. Who's ever been asked that? And I'm gonna read this. She says, Alaska Knight said, yes, you can submit through messaging in Blue Button and on the VA healthcare app. This is good. Oh, we getting to it. Family, this is going places. We got 20 people up in there. Kevin say, never been asked. If they don't ask you, you tell them. I went to the emergency room for this condition. So wait till the end and say, doctor, I got something to say. Huh? What did he say? What Ice Cube say, hey, Jay, I got something to say. Yeah, you supposed to tell them. Don't you ever leave another CMP exam at the end. Whatever they don't ask you, you tell them. Say, doc, I got to tell you something. That's when you always interject stuff. Try to do it during the middle because they might try to rush you at the end. But you say, doctor, I need to tell you something. I've been in the emergency room for this condition. Now it's on paper. If they miss it, you don't miss it. Whatever they miss, you hear me? Betty Bob say, no, she ain't never been asked. H-Town say, I have. Kevin say, no, he ain't never been asked. You tell him. Betty Bob, if you went, you tell him. Betty Bob say, no. Brother Charles say, no, never. That's unacceptable. Brother Thomas say, no. They need, how much weight you going to the emergency room is a big help towards your winning your claim. Because if you going to the emergency room for that means your condition is severe. Especially if you went recently. You feel me? As they say in my community. You feel me? Now listen, Alaska Nice says, I copy and paste notes and type them out and attach the note so they will show in Blue Button. They usually don't have the time to type the information. Yes. And let me tell you something else Alaska Nice taught me. When you get admitted into the hospital, or anytime you're at the hospital and you see a doctor, but when you get admitted and discharged, make sure they wrote everything properly. Because Alaska Nice said, oh, she just said it right here. Oh, Lord, she's like a psychic. She already said this. Read the notes and make sure they are correct. If they're not correct, you can get them to correct them, even if your doctor said the wrong thing. If you said you were feeling bad, but your doctor put in your notes that they said they feel fine, say, that ain't what I said. And the doctor might be shocked that you can see what they writing. Huh? Come on. Betty Bob say 19 likes and 20 watching. Do you understand? I'm yelling it because ain't nobody else telling it. Thomas say, no, ain't never been asked. Have you been to an emergency room? Or, come on now. Come on, can I say this here? Family, listen. Not only have you been to an emergency room, have you been admitted to a mental health facility or admitted to the hospital because your condition, you was in there for several days, if not over a month. And if you're in there for 21 days for that condition that's service connected, and if it's not 100%, you can become 100% while you're hospitalized. Did you know that? 21 days. And if you stay in a mental health facility for 6 months, you're going to automatically get 100% for PTSD temporary, but they'll give you 100%. And if they can do the same thing. Come on now. Let's talk about it. These are caveats. You understand? Kevin said, I was just checked my problems list. They put COPD. I don't know that. Look at everything on there. Betty Bob say, yes, Alaska Nice. That is true. Come on, fam. If you are in the hospital, you admit it. They need to know that a CMP exam, not just that you went in. They need to know the date you were discharged, the date you were admitted in the hospital. And if you just came out the same day, you can let them know it's the same day. If you was in there for a month, some people up there for a long time, I ain't gonna lie. Some people ain't never coming down. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what H-Town just said? There's some people in there, they don't even get a check. They don't need one because they gonna stay at that VA for the rest of their life. You hear what I said? They good. They up there. Huh? Sometimes it's like that. Betty Bob say, did you know that in 1999, I was on flight deck for 60 days? My Lord, I didn't know that. Now we got Scott and Isis World says, hello, H-Town vet. Welcome. Everybody show love to Scott and Isis World. Now let's continue, family. Family, we getting through this. That emergency room, I told you, any emergency room visit, if you go to a CMP exam, you tell them, even if it's not directly related to the condition you filing, tell them you went because the stress of the condition made you go there. You might be there for mental health, but because of the pain you feeling from your condition that you claiming as service connected. So there may be a secondary connection. So you don't try to analyze yourself. You let the doctor do the diagnosing. Don't you connect the dots. You don't say, well, doctor, I have a severe major depression and I have PTSD with MST. And you let them know what your symptoms are and let them diagnose. You don't go to no mechanic talking back. Yeah, you know, my front end alignment is this, and I think this. If you knew that, you could have fixed it at your house. You tell them what's wrong with it and let them diagnose it. And you'll see if it sounds right. If not, you get you a second opinion. But you can tell them, describe your symptoms. Say, my car acting up. It's overheating. So if it's overheating, why are you looking at my tires? That's how you do that. You do them sock doctors the same way. One of them told my friend to jump. He injured his feet. He wasn't a paratrooper, but he's the one that come down. What they call it when you come down on the rope? You jump off the helicopter 30, 40 feet now. He injured his feet like that. And the CMP doctor told him this years ago, told him to get up on the table and jump down and see if it hurt. And you know what he said, that doctor? He said, doctor, if I do that, what you gonna do about my pain when you got me in that much pain? He said, all right, don't worry about it. They will try to get you to do some dumb stuff. Now listen to what our brother said. Scott Nice's World. Hold on, let me pull this up over here. Say, I went to my CMP exam. Let me say it again. I went to my CMP exam for hypertension, and the doctor diagnosed me with heart murmurs and said it was in my record now. Now, understand something real. They can diagnose you, the doctor, you going there for one thing, they can diagnose you with other stuff if they qualify to diagnose you with that. And now you're listening. Some of that stuff could be service connected. I went in for an increase for PTSD. They diagnosed me with about 2-3 other mental health conditions. And I didn't go in there for that. But they're only going to pay you for one mental health condition, the one that's the most severe. All right? But they diagnosed. And they say that they combine in ways that it's hard to separate them. Now listen to what Charleston says. Question: would emergency room VA, drug OD, painkillers be a mental claim evidence? Okay, you talking about drug overdoses? They kind of I think they kind of almost they handle drugs as mental health. Here's the thing: if you're going in there for the drug, it's not an issue that you have problems with it or you still on drugs. You better be seeking treatment, because if they say you're not seeking treatment, it's gonna be a problem. Them guys were there every Tuesday at the VA back in the day, because that was the drug day, and they do drug tests. They had no problem with you testing positive, but you better keep seeking that treatment to get better. I ain't say I had no problem, but I'm saying, tell me if I answered your question. If not, let me know. I'll try to be clear, okay? Fam, are we doing it tonight or what? Uh-oh. Another thing that you can find in there. Who in here has got radiology reports through Blue Button? Who in there that got, and so I'm sure that's like x-rays and things like that, MRIs and different things. Who's gotten that through the Blue Button? That's getting real techie. I know they don't have that kind of information in there. You can't get x-rays too, can you? They saying you can. So wow. Kevin say me. Oh yeah, y'all so much smarter than H-Town. H-Town don't know nothing. He's just behind the time, because y'all file y'all claims now, and I was back in the day, so I'm primitive. I'm like Fred Flintstone, right? I'm hating a little bit. I feel left out, man. Scott say I do. Kevin Cobarcine say me. Betty Bob say yes. Kevin Cobarcine say yes, sir. You can. Okay. Oh wow. Not just the x-rays, but the MRIs. Okay. Costa said, I have x-ray. You can go to online and get the x-rays? My Lord. There's something else. What don't they have on there? I saw this, so I was saying, I figured I just want to know if anybody did it. Oh, here we go now, fam. Fam, can we talk about it? So Blue Button, all right, download. It's a part of My Healthy Vet, of course. They got information that can help you with the VA claim process and also getting your records, as we just discussed. Now, what is the benefits of the Blue Button? One, convenient access. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, let me read them off first. Don't do nothing. Convenient access. Number 2, improved communication. Number 3, greater control over healthcare information. Number 4, support for claims and appeals. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Please focus with me now, fam. We have 1 through 4 there. You can put 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 through 4, or you can just pick one. What's the major reason that you use Blue Button, or if now that you know about it, you would use it? Would it be for convenient access, not having to go to the VA hospital to get your records? Would it be number 2, to improve communications? Would it be number 3, greater control over your healthcare information? Number 4, support for claims and appeals. You can do VA disability claims through here. Now, number 1, convenient access. Veterans can access their healthcare information from anywhere with an internet connection. Some people may not have that. Number 2, improve communication. Okay. It allows for better communication with healthcare providers and caregivers by providing a convenient way to share information. So even your caregiver, this could be good, Kevin, for you if you get approved for aid and attendance. Number 3, great control over healthcare information. Veterans can review their records for accuracy and make informal decisions about their health. Now, number 4, support for claims and appeals. The information can be used to support disability claims and appeals. Come on, fam. What is it the most important to you? Alaska Nights say 1 through 4, all of them. Betty Bob say 1 through 4. MG Smith say 1 through 4. And then we got Scott and Isis World say 1 through 5. All the above. Coastie say 1 and 4. So Coastie like the convenient access and support for VA claims and appeals. Okay, that is wonderful. Now let me get back up here and catch up. Now listen to what Thomas says. I would like to don't know how. Now, what don't you know how to do? Now let us know. Now, Betty Bob says, I download and input in it on an external drive and gave it to the civilian orthopedics. Okay. Don was laughing at either something I said or somebody else said. But we putting that information and we having fun while we do it. Huh? Now, Gary says you can get real-time lab reports. Let me read that again. You can get real-time lab reports, the imaging reports on Blue Button reports and My Healthy Vet app. Is it clear enough? Is it clear? Is it decent? Let us know. Is the visuals, is the documents when they print off, are they clear or are they blurry? Let us know. Let us know how they usually are. Scott Nice's World say, I filed a claim for frequent urination due to the medications for my diabetes. Yes, indeed. That's a good claim. He's getting treatment through that medication for that frequent urination. Now, Charlton says, H-Town, it does, but I will disclose CMP exam when I'm at CMP exam when I have it. We'll get VAC file, which is your claim file, for those that don't know. It was 3 years after, and I had VA diagnosed for anxiety. Thanks. Oh man, we trying to help each other here. Kevin Cobar Sr. say Kevin Cobar Sr., Raider can see your treatment records. Wow. Come on now. In real time, just like you can see them, they can see them. Can a Raider see as soon as you get them? And can they see your responses back to the VA hospital? Huh? Scott Nice's World. I use it to make sure my records are accurate. Real talk. So Gary says 1 through 4, Blue Button, because you need to know what's in your VA medical records. This is very important because they might be putting janky information. I got to start studying mine again and ensure accuracy. Blue Button once had some other vet's personal information in my records. Whoever had somebody else's personal information in your records, they sent me somebody's personal information. I got that stuff and mailed it back to them, took it up there and say, hey, y'all, didn't send me somebody else's information. Now, I wonder, was it in person or was it online? I forget, it was so long ago. But whatever, I made sure they got it, so it must have been a hard copy. Thanks. Thank you, Gary. Okay. From Thomas. Okay. Betty Bob say hello, Dawn. Then say the documents are clear. Okay. So if you get them through Blue Button, they're clear. And that's a part of My Healthy Vet. And that you can do a lot of things. If you don't know, go back and watch the beginning of the video because we're slow walking it. Gary Walker say quality and very clear. Plus can be viewed and accepted by other clinicians. Wow. Come on now. How do you get the records to your doctor? Do you email them or do you print off hard copies from your Blue Button and take it to your outside doctor or to other physicians, that don't have access to it? Let us know. Fam, there you go, right there. Any other benefits other than the 4 we listed here that are benefits of Blue Button, which is a part of My Healthy Vet? Now, AI and these disability claims, we get messy with it. We halfway done. AI, artificial intelligence, and using them for your VA claim. Now, Scott says the new record systems are much better and break the notes out for each visit. Like that. Gary, because you used to have to fish through your records to find out. Gary said you can print them in PDF. I like that too. I use AI for my personal statements. Okay, we're about to get into that now. AI and VA claims. For people like myself and others, we just getting used to laptops and home computers. Now they got to come out with AI, and I'm a little anxious about it. If something caught me sideways. Tonka Toy, our sister in Kansas, we miss you. I hope you're doing well. But she broke that down about these different AI apps. Betty Bob says, I did send them to my private primary care doctor, PDF. Okay. Real good job. That way, if PDF, they can't be tampered with. You see what I'm saying? Now, and that's more, professional. And Scott says they use AI also. We should too. Yeah, the VA hospital use it. They use, and one of them I want to ask you about. We won't get to it, but I'm going to stay on focus here. Now, for those who don't know, go back and watch H-Town Vets VA claim checklist. Now, ones that I think that could be real helpful with AI, artificial intelligence, is a Nexus letter, because you can't really get a diagnosis. The doctor gonna do that, and the doctor gonna measure the severity level. But you can get a Nexus letter and have a doctor plug in information, make it easier what you want for them. But when it comes to diagnosis, they gonna diagnose you. Number 3, submit only relevant and requested information. This will help you submit evidence. You can use AI to help them, but we're going to go into detail about that. And then support of claim form 21-4138. That's a way to submit evidence and other things. You can use AI to fill out those supported claim forms too. Let's talk about it. So what are the goals of AI? Artificial intelligence when it deals with claim. Efficiency. They want to make it, they say it will make it more accurate and speed up the process and reduce the number of denied claims. Who think it works like this? Do you think that's true? They haven't put T if you think that's true, that AI helps improve accuracy and speed when it comes to VA claims, and that it reduce claim denials. Put true or false. Put a T for true and a F for false. What do you think? It's just your opinion. If you've had experience or not, do you think that's true or false? That the artificial intelligence using these different things. Now listen to what our brothers say here. Scott in ISIS World says, the VA doctors would not put my frequent urination in my records, so I sent message to my doctor to force them to put in my records, because now you got on paper. Now, listen, Charlton H-Town, is your AI a female or male? It'll run me crazy because I get tired of, in the car, it's a male, the one telling me to put the seatbelt on my truck. But I don't know. Sometimes I get tired of the male voice, then I get tired of the female voice. Female, true or false? Okay. So true or false, I have to train AI. Okay. False. Okay. You don't trust it. You kind of like me, Brother Charleston. Now, and I don't do the artificial to get stuff done. So Scott say the AI is pretty good. Okay. Then we have somebody here. Vin Oliver says, hello, H-Town vet and the family. Great sharing information. I am an Army vet, married to an Army vet, and we both listen regularly. Wow. Everybody show love to Vin Olive. And I hope I said it properly. And if I didn't, I do apologize. Betty Bob say true and false. She have to train it. Charleston says false. And Scott in the ISIS world says hi, Vin. And then Betty Bob say hi, Vin. Now, how long? Let's ask this, Vin, if you don't mind. I'm gonna come full screen. Scott says in ISIS world say the VA rater uses AI to rate our claims. That's why we got to make sure they're right. And our brother, everybody's saying hi to Vin. So Charleston, Coasty, and Betty Bob's. And Coach said hi to Vin and Scott in ISIS world. Now, what I want to ask you. Oh Lord, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. So, I want to ask you, Vin, if you don't mind answering, how long have you been watching before you decided to come up and be interactive in the chat? Let us know. How long? Because I like to ask people that, because some people take months, some weeks, and we just love to know. Now, and if you don't want to tell us, that's okay too. Thomas says hello, Oliver, and the Oliver family. Okay, Oliver family. Yes, indeed. Now let's get to this here, family. We take time to put this information. Several months. Oh, I see. Look, I got you in that trap now, because I like to know. We talk. Let me ask you this here. What made you finally decide to come up and be active in the chat? And I'd like to know that. What made you come up now? Was it something, and were you sit back watching? Because some people sit back and watch, see how I deal with trolls. And what made you comfortable enough to come up? And we appreciate you so much. It'll help others that may not have the confidence like you to come up, and we thank you. Or they're just sitting back, seeing what's going on. Now, listen. The big thing when it comes to dealing with this, what we deal with is when we follow on our own without any assistance from AI, we need clinical evidence, and we may submit all of it. Pictures. We got a public DBQ where we had an outside doctor. And you have a measure of severity level, and they still say it's inadequate. The VA will still say your fully developed claim is inadequate. Now you say, I just want to join in. I enlisted in 1979. You enlisted 9 years before me. I enlisted in 1988. Thank you for your service, Vin. MG Smith says, welcome, Vin Olive. Everybody show love. We're so happy that you're here, because this means a lot, because the channel is growing, family. And another thing, this is the video. Y'all better go watch that video. I just showed that thumbnail. Watch that video and watch this one. This one here is the most important. This is where the VA try to get you every time. You got a fully developed claim, and then they keep asking you for. You go to a outside doctor for to fill out a public DBQ, like you're doing an outside exam instead of going to the VA, and they still send you to a CMP exam, even though you already went to an exam. That's called overdevelopment of a claim. You gave them all the evidence they needed, but they keep asking you for more. But everything is in the file, it's fully developed. They keep asking for more. That's an overdevelopment of your claim. Come on now. What is happening to LL? You talking about LL Cool J or who? Now, Vince says, they did that to me several times. What did they do to you several times? Oh, they overdeveloped your claim. Okay, yes, indeed. Come on, fam. That's why we talk about it here. Uh-oh. Now, y'all need to help me on this one here. Who've ever heard, give me a thumbs up, a yes, or a check button if you're familiar with or have used ChatGPT in the VA claims process, or you've heard of it. You're familiar with using it. I ain't gonna say heard of it. You're familiar with using it. Who've ever used it before? That's what I want to know. Who's used it before or familiar with it, how it works? Gary Walker say yes. Put it, yeah, give me some emojis in there. I like that. Done. Betty Bobston used it before. Okay. Or familiar with how to use it. Come on. Who's used ChatGPT to help, have the computer help generate something for your claim, your notes, anything like that? Let us know. So Kevin Kobar Sr., like they say, the VA do it all the time. They use AI, ChatGPT. You put in some information and they will organize your evidence letter or your letter to the VA. I never used it, but I heard the people that said it worked pretty good. Now, the main thing that I see it can help with when it comes to clinical evidence, and clinical evidence is medical evidence when it comes to ChatGPT, is when you're writing nexus letters. You need a nexus letter, lay statements, and supporting statements. This is very important. Maybe medical opinions too. But you don't want to do something where you kind of have the doctor got to write what they feel the issue is. You don't want to, some things have to be left to the doctor. Now, there are 4 parts to a nexus letter to make it solid. If y'all know anything else, let us know. 1, make sure the physician's credentials are on the nexus letter. We're going to go over nexus letter as we go on later on. Number 2, so you better make sure if they're a doctor, their credentials, their number, all that stuff the same. Number 2, that they've reviewed your medical and military records. This is important. A lot of times they have people out here write nexus letter, and the nexus letter is a letter showing a connection between your military service and your current condition, okay? Number 3, this is dealing with nexus letter because you can get them written through ChatGPT to help you develop it so you can give it to a doctor to sign or to add what he needs in there. Number 3, expert medical opinion. You need to make sure that doctor medical opinion is on there. Then last thing, detailed medical rationale, why they're saying what evidence that they use to come to the decision that they got. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Betty Bob says, I put in results letters to help me to understand what the doctor has written. Okay, you use it to understand. So you can use ChatGPT for several things. Now, Charleston Zimmerman say, no, afraid ChatGPT will tell me off and did have Siri argue with me, and did have Siri argue with me on another phone. What is that? Snarky. It's Snarky. Now, Betty Bob say, shipmates, oh no, you turned her off? Y'all see that episode of Boondocks when the granddaddy, the Siri was stalking him? Say, shipmate Betty Bob's, I got mad, called her a female dog. Ooh. That was the worst thing that what's his name? He passed away. Jimmy Carter. He called, I want to say he called Ford or Nixon a dog in the White House. He called him a dog. Just a regular dog. Now, that supported claim form is really important. You can use it with ChatGPT to fill out the information that you need for whatever you're trying to accomplish. I've been my own ChatGPT, but if I had it, I come up with information like this: doctor statements and quotes, the laws that go with it. Can you get VA law with ChatGPT? I'm sure you can. I've heard y'all say that. And tell a VA what you want all the time. The doctor quotes as evidence. Then I guess you can use ChatGPT and other AI to get updates on your claim. You wouldn't need H-Town. Look, we come up with our own here. Well, I show you how to write it. So you can get ChatGPT to do this here. So let's say you have a pending claim, exam that's completed, and you use the public DBQ. You can say, hey, we got the public DBQ completed, and what's the status of our claim? Watch our video on VA claim update. And this is one of the slides. Can you use ChatGPT for appeals? Somebody let me know. Somebody did say they used it for a high-level review. Now, this is the word I need to know. When it comes to AI, do you trust it or you don't trust it? Let us know. Do you trust the information they put when they putting your letters together for your claims? Would you trust that? Put yes or no. Some of you do, some may not. Do you trust the AI, the information that they give you? Yes or no? Let us know. MG Smith says no. When they telling you information to put in the file for your claim, do you trust it? Let us know. When you're dealing with that ChatGPT, let us know. I say proofread all AI documents. Verify. Make sure you modify it to fit your case, because you're going to be the one held accountable. I'm not saying don't trust them. MG Smith say no. Thomas say no. That's why you verify. You proofread any documents to make sure there's no contradictions in your claim, because it could undermine your claim. Now listen to what Betty says. I use ChatGPT with a DBQ. I made sure I used it against the law and 38 CFR to make sure there is the right information. Sometimes it's wrong. Once you tell them the information, it corrects it. Okay. Yeah, that's why I verify. And when it comes to the doctor's supposed to fill out DBQ, so I guess you were just doing a test run and check it out. So AI ain't doing it, and they might be helping them at the VA, but your doctor have to fill that out public DBQ. Now, Gary, but you can do it to test it, I guess. but don't ever submit that to the VA. Gary, because I tell other people, I know you know, sister, but other people say, yeah, I get AI to fill out my DBQ, my disability benefit questionnaire. Well, you ain't heard that here. I say you got to get that done by a doctor with their credentials on them. And all these people handing out Nexus letter and they ain't giving you no doctor, get away from them. If they giving you Nexus letter with no doctor's signature and credentials on there, get away from them. They're fraud. I don't care how much they help. They're fraud in that area. That's enough to get you in trouble with the VA. I heard AI is making decisions on VA claims. Yes, I heard that too. Not sure I trust AI because it can miss things. Yes, that's just like the VA make mistakes. Fam, y'all are doing an excellent job here tonight. Now, how do you see AI as a powerful tool in winning your claim? How can you use it? Or do you just say it's not effective for you? Now, Betty Bob say, of course, you get all of the doctor's information at the bottom of the DBQ. I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. The doctor has to be the one that evaluates you and fill in the information, the medical opinion. That's who do the medical opinion. They don't just sign at the bottom, because when they sign at the bottom, the VA are assuming that they evaluated you. Because if it's AI, you better tell them it's AI to keep from going to jail. If you got AI filling out a DBQ, that's not a clinical medical doctor. So make sure I'm clear. Let me know. Now, Charleston says, Sailor will start swearing at AI, will attack, turn us off. He said, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying H-Town. Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure, because other people, I know me and you, we straight, we make sure we straight, but other people, but y'all said on the channel, H-Town, I can use AI to fill out a DBQ. I ain't say nothing of the sort. So the Bible saying all you're get an understanding. So I got to look at the big picture up in here. Now, Gary says, ChatGPT can help you write a clear, concise, and relevant lay letter in support of claim. And like I say, proofread it and verify everything's correct. Because I've heard they've done excellent jobs in helping people. First time I heard about it was from, so what is the pros and cons of AI? You just tell us in the chat what you think the pros and cons are. Family, we are almost done here. What are the pros and cons of using technology, period? Blue button. Is there advantages, disadvantages? Is there some things you just got to talk to them in person? What things do you just have to talk to them in person? Now listen, Betty said, Charleston, you never lie. I ain't gonna put up what he say after that. What are the pros and cons of using technology? Whether it be Blue Button, the online, ChatGPT, let us know in your opinion. Now, here we go. Going forward, after we put this information, would you use artificial intelligence, online things to help you with your claims, or you just gonna keep doing it the way you were doing it? Put yes or no if you would use AI and online like Blue Button and things like that. Let us know, yes or no. Or you prefer doing things over the phone and in person? Yes or no? Now, I want to ask y'all this here because I have no idea. And I need y'all help. What in the world is AI chat box? What in the world is an AI chat box? What does that mean? Is that similar to ChatGPT? I don't know. If anybody know, let me know. And if you got a pro up, put pro or put a plus symbol. If you have a con to doing it, put a negative sign or con. Now, Betty Bob says this here. Let me go back. She doing the pro and con. Let me go back to pro and con. So now we go into the pros and cons of technology. So our sister Betty Bob says, pro, when you get a result from test and the doctor tries to make it seem like it is not that serious and brush you off, helps to dig in their butt, because once it's documented, see, that's the problem that I was telling one of our brothers we was talking to online. He was saying how the doctor was treating him. If he put that stuff on that blue button in the document, what happened, how they treat, they're not going to want that in writing. They just want to word the hell out of you in person where ain't nothing written. Isn't that how we get harassed? When people, it ain't no documentation, start recording people. Huh? If you at a work and somebody hanging around your door harassing you, say, I was in there taking care of my job and I know she was outside. Email them. Don't say nothing. Email them. And you do that 2 times, they gonna stop hanging around your door. Now, con. Give us the pros and cons of today's technology. Are online and AI technologies the most effective tool when submitting VA claims? What are the pros and cons? Now listen to Charleston. Con, I watched too many Terminator movies in the 80s. That ain't fair because they make technology look like it was evil. The rise of the machines. Now, fam, we doing it here tonight. We just about done. Yeah, now let's see what our brother says here. Thomas says, my VSO had used AI to help with my claim, and it's very easy to understand and read and not too lengthy. That's good. Okay. Anybody know what chat boxes? That's what the VA used. I want to know what they're using them for. If you ever find out, let me know, because I have no idea. The VA using them when it processes our claims. I'll try to get more information. Now we're pretty much done, family. New releases. This is on. If you haven't seen our last video, it's becoming very popular. Got about 250 views or so. And it's dealing with, the VA claim anxiety of filing for an increase in fear and getting a decrease. Come on now. Look Betty Bob say. Another pro, it will give you some 38 CFR and M21-1 that you never knew existed. And see, 38 CFR is mainly the law. M21 is the manual that the VA regional office are supposed to use. And so it's more of an everyday practical way they process your claims. Okay. So fam, that's our latest video there. Now VA law. Tonight we're not gonna do VA law or veteran news. We covered the news with what happened tonight with the tragedy. If y'all want to say anything else about the tragedy that happened, let us know. That up in northwest Texas, the flood, Guadalupe River, H-Town, I sent to, okay. Let me see what we got. See if we got something here. Okay. Okay, so I got, let's see, news. Okay, news. We gonna see what we got here. Oh yeah. We gonna. I'm like, Lord, they asking me to agree to stuff. I ain't doing all that. They asking too much. I can't pull it up because they asking me to agree, and then they take me to one page after another. Let me see. So, sister, I can't pull that one up. That last one from Nebraska. It was a World War II veteran that was 100 years old. Let me see. Can I pull it up? They ain't doing nothing now. All right. Let me see. We're gonna do some veteran news here. Okay, I got it. It looked like it's coming up now. So let me turn the music off, family. We thank y'all for, and I appreciate y'all when y'all do updates. If y'all want to send anything about the storm that happened, that's okay too. No, you have no reason to apologize. I apologize. I sent it again. No, that's a good thing because it wasn't working, but I think the problem was on my end, sister. Now let me see, because now it's coming up. So thank you for family. We're about to watch this video. This is for educational purposes and informative purposes only. Fair use, fair use. Now let me see. Now, you didn't do nothing wrong, sister. Now, give me a thumbs up when I play it. Let me know if you can hear it. Getting ready to start it here. All right. I'm getting everything set up sometime. I knew that was this thing don't have no way to mute this thing. Now this is going too crazy with it. Keep this up. It forces you to listen to a whole bunch of garbage. Let me see. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. They got it weird. Boy, this is the weirdest thing. They fight me to keep me from wow. They keep busting ads up in here. Hold on. Oh boy, this is ridiculous. Fam. Give me a second here. Because this different from what I'm used to. All right. This is coming. Every news agency put it up differently.
World War II Navy veteran in Lincoln is celebrating his 100th birthday, the same day the United States is celebrating its birthday. And
so let me know if you can hear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear.
Assisted living facility he stays in was packed with friends and family to celebrate the occasion. 1011's Matt Kirkle introduces us to Bob Vioxx and the incredible life he's lived.
Happy birthday to you. It's a song that Bob Vioxx has heard plenty throughout his 100 years around the sun.
I had a pretty good luck. I mean, I seen a lot of stuff in 100 years.
Bob was born in a rural farmhouse just outside of Syracuse on July 4th, 1925, spending much of his early days with his grandfather.
All I did is hunt and fish. Yeah. I just loved to catch bass, fish, and shoot pheasants.
Out of high school, he joined the Navy in 1943, serving in the Pacific during World War II. He was even stationed at Pearl Harbor at one point. And once he finished serving, he began a career connecting telephone lines across the state with AT&T, which he did for almost 40 years. All this time later, his daughters say nothing's really changed about him.
He's kind of ornery, loves nature, loves to take care of the ducks and the rabbit in the back.
And for Bob, he loves seeing his daughters just as much.
Well, they do my laundry now. I'm glad I got daughters. I'm happy I got daughters. I think the world of them.
And Bob's advice for living a long life?
Don't eat too much. Just eat, I mean, like 2 meals a day. Yeah. Breakfast and dinner.
Reporting in Lincoln, Matt Kirkle, 1011 News.
Ever wanted to stay on vacation longer? Us too. With
Okay, we done with that, family. Thank you. Now we're going to get to it. Catch up with the... Let me see. How did I get there? There we go. Now, there we go. So, family, let me know if you can... Okay, we good. Everybody can hear. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. That was a beautiful story brought by our sister Betty Bops, and we thank her for that. Now we need to see stuff like that because we got to honor our veterans. Now listen. Yeah, I'm a say I sent 2 laws. Okay. Let me see what I got here. No, that ain't why I skipped it. I'm just gonna skip it tonight. But if y'all want to come, we'll see what we got on the VA law. Okay, we'll go over. His sister say she sent 2 laws, so ain't no use to ignoring them. Let's see what we got in the Congress. What we got coming up tonight. All right, let's see what we got coming up. When it comes to VA law, let me get my music back on here. All right. Come on, fam. Here we go. Now, let me see. Now, I haven't got any recent, but I know you sent me some. Let me see. Let me see if I got any. That we didn't go over. Yeah, I think I went over you. I haven't got them yet, so we ain't gonna go over them tonight. We'll go over them next time. Because my email is a slow H-Town. I don't think I separate them. It was sent Thursday. I'll go back over it later so we don't slow down the process. But we're definitely, I should have organized that earlier. I was getting that slideshow together. So, but I thank you, and I'll go back and separate them, okay? That's not I should have done that, so I apologize, sister. So, fam, we want any statements you want to make, let us know here, fam. We went over the news for the night. We went over the information. Any questions, concerns, or comments, let us know. Now it's time to hear from you. Let us know. Now listen, our brother says this. Gary says a chat box is a computer program designed to stimulate conversation with human users, typically through text or voice interface. I mean, what you gonna talk about? What's the difference between a chat bot? They just talking to you about what? They supposed to give you some information or something? What's the difference between a chat bot and ChatGPT? ChatGPT helps you with making letters and filling out stuff, what chat box talks to you, what you gonna talk to them about? All right, let me see. I missed some information up here, fam. We gonna catch up. Now, Charleston says, I got a question, H-Town. Have you heard new VA rule law that new BBB bill TDIU 100% will end at 67 years of age? Now, did y'all hear? Did they approve a bill? What are you saying? They passed the rule. What's the rule? When you say something like that, we don't want to panic nobody. So but when you come up with something like that, don't say it definitely. If you're gonna say something definitely, you need to have a law so we can view it. Okay? If you got because that's just sound like hearsay, because a lot of times somebody come up here, and then we don't want people going away panicked or scared. So now, what has they passed this rule? What was the ruling? Let us know. Now, Betty says, I sent you, okay, 2 or 3. Say, OT is a research, I guess, chat box to help you quickly find information about VA benefits and services. You won't communicate with an actual representative through the chat box. Okay. Oh, okay. If you need help with any issues listed here, you'll need to speak with a healthcare professional or one of our representatives. Oh, okay. Should say chat box. Yes, indeed. Now, our brother says here, Gary says, fam, we getting to it, fam. We about to close it out here in a second, but y'all standing here strong. Gary says AI is how things are going. Let me make this full screen. That's what I've been moving stuff around. So, I can see better now. AI is how things are going. So we're forced to adapt. Do we have to adapt? Or are we prehistoric dinosaurs? Let us know. Are you and I, Brother Charleston, going to be able to adapt to this new technology, or will we go the way of the dinosaur? But keep your hard copy records too. Old school reliability. Yeah, because all that stuff crashed. Now let me see. Let's see here. Gary says a chat box. Oh, I read that one. Thank you for the information. Then Charleston Zimmer says, H-Town, do you have Twitter account? Pastor Dougie has personal account taking problems. Now, I do have one, but I don't use it. I need to get more active on it. Charleston say, yes, it's a new bill passed, signed by President 4th of July. It will be up soon. Send me a copy of that, because I'm going back to what you stated in it. Send me a copy of the bill. I need the number of the bill. So I don't, are you my brother? But I don't take note, because I have people come all the time and, it's this gonna happen. Then I come back and verify it, and it may be, may not. I need a copy that way, because I can't say until I got some verification. All right, because we don't. Last thing we want to do is up, because they're gonna be looking at me. If I say, it's true, now we got to verify. But I thank you for informing us. We need to get more information on that. Gary says, if that's true, that's really something. I agree with you, H-Town. ChatGPT and Chatbox are both examples of AI and has its pros and cons. I'm Gen X. I prefer human. Are we going the way of the dinosaur? Hey, if you still put a dinosaur emoji in there, Brother Charleston, anybody else, if you're going the way of the dinosaur, let us know. Huh? Let me see what I can do in here. I might put something in there myself. I guess I can't do nothing. Okay. What? I can't type nothing. I can't feel nothing in there. I'm sorry. So, fam, I busy fill my claim. Be patient. It will be on VA website soon. Yeah, when it come on there, I will. It's just that, we're going to verify. No rush. It's just that we don't put nothing out until we have backup, because I got my credibility on the line. Because, they lie over there and say stuff even in Congress until they have proof. They be doing all kind of crazy stuff. Now, any questions from y'all, family? Any questions, concerns, or comments? If not, we're going to close out. We're at the 2.5 hour mark, which is our ideal mark, is 2.5 hours, keeping it under 3. Any questions, concerns? Did you learn anything tonight? Let us know, was the information beneficial? We want to hear from you. What did you learn tonight? Did you learn anything? But we definitely will be waiting, Brother Charleston. Let us know, because that is a very serious thing. So once we get the details of that, we're going to have to put that out. So we really need you on that, okay? Betty Bob say 19 likes and 15 watching, which is excellent, family. We're doing it tonight. And how do y'all feel about tonight? This has been a very amazing night tonight. We've done it. So if nobody has really any comments, or you got a few, we want to go and put them out, let's start saying our good nights. We want to say thank you, Betty Bobs, for keeping track of everything when it comes to the number of people that are, number of likes we got, and people watching. And Brother Charleston, by telling us about this new law that's coming down. Then we got Major Boomer saying, good night, family. A busy day tomorrow. I know, but we here. We glad that you're around, Boomer, and that you stay in contact. Tell Frog Princess that we care about and love her, and we wish your family blessings and health. Then Gary says, always beneficial. Be safe, everyone. If I'm gonna have to confirm it, but that's going to be a powerful thing. What Brother Charleston saying, that's breaking news. So we got to confirm that. Yes, indeed. Because thank you for letting us know. Then we want to thank MG Smith. Thank you for being here tonight, brother. Thank you for the emoji. We're in the old days. I will do H-Town. Yes, indeed. Do that. Now, Gary says, Gary want to thank him for being here tonight. Of course, Brother Charleston for the powerful information. Betty Bobs for bringing it home. MG Smith. Brother Thomas. Routledge. We thank you for being here. Alaskan Ice for her amazing input. Thank you, Gary Walker. Thank you, brother. We want to thank Brother Kevin Colbart Sr. for the update, and we're praying for his continual struggle and getting his benefits to that 100% permanent total. Glad he got special monthly compensation. Coasty says, we say thank you to our Coast Guard member, Coasty. Enjoy that ship that you got that was decommissioned just for you. And then Vin Olive, we thank you for being here. Scott and Isis World, we thank you. We want to give special thanks to, let me see. I can't find you. I'm looking for you. Dome, thank you. He laughed. Dome always sitting back in the cut. Thank you, Dome. Dome used to chat a lot on my He's one of the first people to chat on my YouTube channel, and it really encouraged me. We want to thank y'all. Say y'all good nights and goodbyes, family. And we gonna be back here on Thursday. I'm trying not to miss you. If I miss you, charge it to my head, not to my heart. We want to thank y'all, family. You mean so much to us. Y'all do. Dallas Marquez, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you, and I wish you and your family the best, and thank you for interacting. Dennis Sitter, thank you so much for being here. Y'all always sitting in here. Y'all may not chat a lot, but you hear and you support when it's time for you to say something you said. Come on now. Now let's see. I'm looking, making sure I don't miss nobody. Doing my best. And if I miss you, just, we had tonight Mike G in the house. Okay. Mike G was in the house. A new person come in. Now that was it for the night on that. Now let's see what y'all got here. Now, let me catch up. I'm back to where we was at. Look who's in the house. Fam, we got to say, hey, kids from Community Chaplain Davis, we're glad you're here. Brother, we're glad that you're here. MG Smith said, good night, family. Good night. H-Town, good night, and family. Turn on your notifications. Please do that. And I think that's what I want to pull up here. I think I got that on there. Give me a second. If you haven't, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, family. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now listen what so turn on those notifications, like, share, and share this with others, please. This be very important. And this is what he's talking about, notifications. When you look at a video, click on the notifications where it say notifications on. All right. Now, back to what we're talking about here. I learned something new. Who learned something new tonight? Let us know. I learned something new from Betty Bob's. H-Town, thank you so much for everything. Send you more new updates, information, even what Charleston Zimmerman said. Charleston, if he did that, he done. This is serious, because if they're trying to take away TDIU, that's permanent. And when you get a 67, that's a concern. Alaska Night says, simply good night. Everybody show love to each other. Look, Community Chaplain Davis said, hey kids, we here, we miss you, Community Chaplain Davis, so much. Thomas says, learning about problems list was very good. Very helpful comments and suggestions. Thoughts and prayers to the flood victims. Let me say a quick prayer for the people affected by the flood over here in West Texas. Lord, we ask that you bless the families and those who have lost loved ones and those young children. We ask that you bless their families and God protect their souls. We ask that you be there that was in the camp. We ask that you bless the families that are trying to survive and those that are trying to get to safe and dry areas. We ask that you, God, help them financially, God. Bless them with the resources that they need. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, Charleston say, good night, family. Prayers for Texas flood victims. Yes, indeed. Vin say, see y'all next time. Looking forward. We looking forward to seeing you too. We mean, this is consistent, fam. We do this here. This ain't fake. This is me. Because the trolls strike me wrong. I drag them, fold them up like a lawn chair, get them out the paint. So I ain't like, Mr. Rogers was always cool. I ain't gonna speak bad of Mr. Rogers, but he's, hey neighbor. I turned from Mr. Rogers to Mr. T. Now, Betty Bob say, good night, veteran family, Alaskan Ice. Take care of yourself. Then Betty Bob says, hello, Community Chaplain Davis, and good night. Hope you're doing well. Betty Bob say, good night, Kevin Kobar Sr. Then Kevin says, good night, Warriors. Then Community Chaplain Davis says, my vet friend, is it Natalie, just completed and verified as nurse practitioner. She wants to work in the VA PAC team. Prayers. We will be praying for it. Look what he says. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. That man was a Marine? He was so kind and gentle. Come on. You pulling my leg. Mr. Rogers, the nicest guy in the neighborhood, was a Marine. I got to look that one up. I believe you. That just blows my mind. I'll get to y'all rest of y'all comments. I'm just jumping down. Coasty says, Community Chaplain David say, Coasty, bring them copies, yes, and have information shared with your pact. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You always bring knowledgeable information. Now, let's see what we have here. Coasty say, should I have a problems list from outside VA doctor added to my VA problems list? Yes. You need not just the list, you have to get the diagnosis, the paperwork showing the diagnosis so they can verify or have the doctor send it over. I don't know how to get it there. Betty Bob says, H-Town, you have a beautiful week. I'll email you that information. Do that, sister. Kevin said, Kobar Senior say, I learned something new. What did you learn, Kevin? That's not true. I watched the CFDIB today and they aren't taking away TDIU. That's why I'm going to get the law. See, whenever we do it, I always get the law. So we ain't going to say it's true or not, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. Sometimes it's a little truth in something, maybe not. H-Town going to verify. That's why I need y'all bringing me these. Don't ever stop bringing me stuff like this, Brother Charleston, Betty Bob's, Brother Kevin Kobar Sr., because we got to make sure we check it out. Thomas says, good night, everyone. Then Gary said, after I prayed, Gary Walker said, amen. Then, man, this is blowing my mind. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. How could he be a Marine? And this was the nicest guy in the world. He said, would you be my neighbor? You need to see epic rap battles of history when he raps Mr. T. You know, they pretend to be Mr. Rogers and Mr. T. And they go in at it. Oh, boy. Now, Betty say, oh, something. I don't know what that means. I can't pronounce that. Now, Betty Bob say, all Marine sailors, not bad. No, he wasn't bad. He's just such a nice, I thought he was just a minister all his life. Yes, it's true. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. Simple Fly. Wow, y'all blew my mind. I just thought he was just one of the nicest people in the world. I used to watch him as a child. He impacted all of us. Eddie Murphy did a skit on SNL, and Jim Carrey did one. We all was impacted by Mr. Rogers because Mr. Rogers was kind to everybody. I remember he was doing, because back in the day, they didn't want black people getting in the pool. He had a thing where he had the black and the white kid. All the kids was in the pool. He was gangster, but he did it in a real nice voice. Yes. He said, all God's children are equal. It don't matter what color you are. He just put him in the pool. This man was gangster. It's called segregation, man. He was gangster in a real quiet way. I watched Mr. Rogers too. Who remember Electric Company? Who remember Electric Company? We got to go, family. We can't stay. But yes, indeed. But who remember Electric Company with Morgan Freeman? He used to walk at the end. He had a big old afro. Who remember Electric Company? So, fam, y'all have been so incredible tonight. And did we, one last thing, we're about to leave, because did we answer the question? And what was the question? Give me a second. And then we're going to get out of here. Did we answer the question tonight? Okay. Are online and AI technologies the most efficient tools when submitting VA claims? So we hope that was helpful, and only you can answer it. Now listen to what Betty Bob says. H-Town, 1981 was in Leeds, AI. I was a junior in high school and wondered why we couldn't get into the pool because it was all white. Yeah, that happened. They used to have up until like the 90s and 2000s, they had segregated what you call them? In Mississippi, segregated proms. But they would have two proms. Some people would just do them on the outside. Now, yes, the question was answered. Family, was the question answered? Man, I love Mr. Rogers, man. We can't start talking about Mr. Rogers because we got to go. I love Mr. Rogers. I'm from the hood. Y'all got to understand, he was just, we had soft-spoken people. My grandfather just said, he said, hey, boy, cut that out. And Mr. Rogers' neighborhood had the first African-American actor to have a recurring role on a child television show. Oh, I felt real kindness with that man. I love that man. Now look, when I come through Community Chaplain Davis, I gotta make right with my brother, cause I ain't seen you in a while. Those hamburgers and Cornish sausage was good on the 4th. When I get my gas money together, I come through. We gotta find out if y'all gonna be available, cause I can stop at the base in Mississippi and spend the night and see when y'all have some free time, meet me up at that Cornish sausage place. You say they serve them there. Do they have a place to eat right there? Community Chaplain David, let me know. Yes, I'm from the Bronx, but Mr. Roger was it. Now, yeah, isn't that a trip? Connect. No, you say no. I forgot what he said. Oh, so they have to. So what do they? Okay, so I just might have to buy some. Okay, so if I can come through there, because I always come through Mobile. Whenever I'm driving up to Virginia, I come through Mobile. I'm gonna see if y'all not busy. Maybe y'all can pick a dining place we can meet at, and y'all come over there and holler at me. I'd love to see you and our brother Major Boomer. But I know y'all might be, if y'all busy, because you do a lot of chaplain stuff all the time. H-Town, I'll send you the gas money. Y'all got jokes. But family, y'all have been incredible tonight. And we're going to close it out. We had 2 hours and 45 minutes. And what do y'all think of the new thumbnails I've been picking? Do you like them? Have they been okay? Let us know. So red beans, rice, sausage, cornbread. Well, man, that's Southern talk. You speaking my language, huh? Red beans and rice and sausage. Oh my God. Oh, you shouldn't treat me like that. I gotta go to a blood lab tomorrow. Y'all pray for me. I think because of my veins roll, and I don't like getting stuck over and over. So I want to say thank y'all, family, tonight, and we thank y'all. I still put up your little say slab of onions. I'm enjoying you. Y'all been so incredible. And we got so many people come and go and they busy in their life, but they come back and it means so much. So we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. We want to see y'all on the next one. Stay tuned. We got more information. We hope this was a positive experience, and the fellowship is always wonderful. And we must continue to pray for those and their losses over in Northwest Texas, near the Guadalupe River. Good night, family.